Welcome everyone to the Mission 22 National Super Late Model Tour right here on Ultimate Dirt TV. We are live in prime time here at Volusia Speedway Park. My name is Jacob Reeves, and with our awesome producer Adam Flieger on the controls, going to be giving you all these camera angles for this race here tonight. This racing series right here is a 10 race series that will showcase some of the best that iRacing has to offer here on the dirt and on the dirt oval. And right now we are just now getting ready to watch heat number 1. We're going to see what is going to happen right here, try to get these guys lined up and try to see who's going to go ahead and punch their ticket into the feature event for the evening. It'll be a 50 lapper at the end of all the heats and all the B mains. On the front row is going to be Devin Morgan in the 112, and then you got Dylan Hauser going to be in the number 2. He's going to be in second. Diesel Jones is going to be in third. Ian Logan will be outside of him in the 4th position. Dustin Griffiths is going to be in the 5th spot in the number 82 entry, and then you got Desmond Busby going to be in 6th in the number 13 entry. Stephen Kalivida, sorry, I probably mispronounced that one, but he's in the 7th. Jordan Casey, Howard Weaver, RS Center, Bob Klein, Jonathan Adkins, and that is the 12 drivers that will be in this first heat. Very nice evening here on this Sunday night, and like I said, these guys right here are going to be more or less, I guess you could say it's a warm-up for a bunch of these guys. These guys are also in the Butt Kicker World of Outlaws Super Late Models series. A lot of these drivers are. This series will be following that schedule here with the World of Thunder Esports League. Pace car is off in turn number 4 there on the gas. Devin Morgan getting a great jump right across the line. Dylan Hauser going to see if he can slide her down on the bottom lane, try to get something going. And we do have a caution on the speedway very early in this race. We're going to see exactly what happened. Had a little bit to do with at the start of the event in turn number 4. You're going to see the stack up right here. A lot of guys bouncing around. That was the 3rd and 4th place guys. They bumped around, and then just a huge pileup. One of them up in the air flipped over. Wow. Big hit right there. Wow, what a complete jumble right there. That was the number 17 at Ian Logan that went for a ride. Looked like a roller coaster at Six Flags, barrel rolling right there into turn number 1. He's going to have a lot of work cut out for him. See the whole front end knocked clean off of that car. Going to get another replay of this right here, and you're going to see it. They get on the gas, and just these super late models got so much power. He just jumped straight up into the left side, and then right there's Ian Logan. Like I said, roller coaster at Six Flags, like the Superman ride at the Six Flags over Georgia. Big time barrel roll. But we will see if he's going to be able to make something happen right here. Got to be the top 3 in heat number 1. It's only a 10 lap, I guess you could say a 10 lap sprint right here. So we're going to see who gets the top 3 spots right now. It's Devin Morgan, Dylan Hauser, and Diesel Jones. Those are those 3 guys that occupy those spots. And pace car looks like the pace car lights is off. Going to see what we get right here and see if we can get another clean restart. Volusia Speedway Park, for some of you that do not know, about a half an hour from the famed Daytona International Speedway, where they host NASCAR races and obviously the Daytona 500. Big deal for that in the asphalt world. But we are on dirt, so here we go. We are on the gas, green flag. Wow, Devin Morgan laid back just a little bit. Hauser actually got a jump right there, but Morgan tried to let him have it. Hauser had to let Morgan go on that start. Morgan will power away. Big time moving right here. Diesel Jones trying to see if he can get some magic going. He's going to run the bottom. Looks like Hauser's going to be running the middle, and Devin Morgan straight up top. All he can do, running right on the cushion, trying to get that top line worked in. get it ready for later on this evening. Morgan still leading. Diesel Jones trying to jump to the bottom. See if he can get it working down there in the second spot. Hauser not going to let him just sit there and just go quietly with that second spot. Hauser trying to get it. Busby still trying to get him and trying to be able to get into this feature. Busby still trying to run the top, mimicking Devin Morgan's line. Everybody trying to get right here. Busby still trying to get a hold of Hauser. Still see if he can transfer himself straight in, not have to worry about that B main later on this evening. Busby still trying to take that top. Morgan still making the top lane completely work, showing them how to do it here at Volusia. 4-car breakaway is Busby. He is the tail end of that 4-car train. Got a little bit of a battling back here with the 27. And Jonathan Atkins back here in the 58. These guys still trying to see if they can close up. Side-by-side battle right now. Diesel Jones and Dylan Hauser. Hauser running the top. Jones down right up against the wall. That is the shortest way around this track. But both of those guys, Hauser and Morgan, still running the top. Getting as much as they can out of the car. Trying to get that run off of the corner. As we're going to come to the white flag this time. If Busby's got anything at all for Diesel Jones, this is the time to do it. See if he can just go ahead and transfer himself in. Morgan still trying to get away. Hauser still following in his tire tracks. Hauser very content with that second place. But it's going to be Devin Morgan. He's going to take the checkered flag here in heat number 1. Hauser will take second. Busby was not able to get to Diesel Jones, so Jones will get that automatic transfer into the feature. Busby, Stephen Kalavoda. Sorry, I know I'm messing that one up, but yeah, I mean, Kalavoda. And then look like Ian Logan, after that barrel roll that he had, he's going to wind up 10th, but he'll be able to get that car fixed, get it lined up, and try to see if he can send it into those B mains and be able to get it working. Now we're getting ready for heat number 2. Got a couple of guys in here. Some of these guys right here is going to be really looking forward to getting it going right here. Bailey Dutton, one of the rookies coming into this season. Knox Lumley, also a rookie in this series. They're going to share the front row. Scout Knopf is going to be in the 3rd spot. Cody Nevin going to be in the 4th spot. Josh Fuller and Jason Salter is going to be 5th and 6th. James Edens and Chase Barbara going to be in that next row. It's like Ben Cowdermarsh is going to be in 9th. Right beside him, Matthew Logan. Tyler Bowman, we saw him on the entry list. Looked like he had about 12 sponsors signed up for himself on the entry list. A lot of sponsors, a lot of love for Tyler Bowman in the number 79 entry tonight. He's going to start 10th. Willie Howless is going to be 11th. And Caleb Durgan, that's going to be the 12-car field for this heat number 2. Remember, top 3 will transfer on into the feature, and the green flag is out there on the gas. Bailey Dutton running all the way up to the top. Knox Lumley going to run right behind him. Scout Nuff going to be right there on the bottom lane. Everybody fanning out. You see it right here on Ultimate Dirt TV and also on the World of Thunder Esports League, as Scout Nuff actually got in the fence, going to come up, get into the doors of some of his competitors, throw it straight into their doors, but Scout's going to go all the way from 2nd, drop all the way back to around the 7th, 8th spot. Big drop right there by Scout, getting into the wall. A couple of them getting in here, beating and banging back around that spot where Scout is, but up front, it is still Bailey Dutton leading all the way around. I don't believe he's actually ran 2nd 1 lap in this whole heat race. He has kept it up front and up high. Knox Lumley, one of those guys we mentioned, Bailey Dutton, Knox Lumley, some of the rookies in this series, showing some of these pros that, hey, we got a little bit of speed. We might just be some rookies, might just be some guys that, haven't been around here on the World of Thunder Esports League, but You know, we got some speed, and we're showing it tonight here at Volusia. A lot of beating and banging going around in the third and fourth spot. James Eddins down on the bottom trying to see if he can slide his way up into that third spot, get himself transferred into the feature, and he is giving Fuller all he can handle. Eddins trying to jump up. Cody Nevin gets into the back of him. Nevin still trying to run the top. Up front still, it is Knox Lumley trying to chase down Bailey Dutton, but Dutton actually looks like he's starting to pull away just a little bit. 3 to go at the line, it is 3 laps to go. Dutton still leads, Lumley second, and it's a fight for third with James Eddins up top, Josh Fuller on the bottom lane. Wow, Fuller almost gets turned into the fence. That's gonna open the door for Cody Nevin, see if he can try to slide in there. Chase Barber took a huge slide on the bottom to see if he could try to get up into fourth. A lot of these guys sending it right here, coming to the white flag. White flag is out. Bailey Dutton still leads right now with Knox Lumley right here in second, but watch out, James Eddins. He's gonna try to take it to the bottom and actually try to win his heat race, or will he? He will not. Bailey Dutton will take the win. James Eddins actually very, very closely by 2 1/1000ths of a second on Knox Lumley for that second spot, but Lumley will be in great shape. He will transfer into the A main, and that will line up with heat number 2. Heat number 3, we've got a star-studded affair with some of these guys right here. Evan C., the season 20 champion for Majora's Speed Shop. And the number 33 entry, he is going to start on the front row right here. Dylan Fox going to be in that second spot. Drew Hopkins going to be in third. J.D. Brown going to be right beside Hopkins in that fourth spot. Then you got Tucker Elkins is going to be in the fifth spot. Colton Zimmer, heard that name around a little bit in the dirt community. Colton Zimmer going to be in the sixth spot. Robbie Buckhannon Jr., boy, that's a racing name right there, going to be in the seventh spot. Then you're going to have Hunter Lagunes is going to be in eighth. Nicholas McDougie is going to be in the ninth spot. Right beside him, Brandon Schatz. Sure that there is no relation to the Donnie Schatz on that one. Peyton White, Nathan Brown. That's going to be the guys that's going to line it up right here for heat number 3. Evan C. trying to see if he can get away. And we do have a caution on the speedway. Got a car around back there in the back. Started this bad boy off very, very early with that spin right there. Gonna try to get that name for you and see who that actually was. Spun it out right here at the start. Robbie Buchanan looks like he actually got spun right there going into turn number 1. Right there on the bottom, you see it. And Robbie Buchanan, like I said, Robbie Buchanan Jr., that's a racer's name right there. Robbie Buchanan going to be in the number 31 entry. So he's got a little bit of a ways to go right here. See if he can get himself back into this bad boy. I want to talk about Evan C., one of those guys that will be racing in the Butt Kicker World of Outlaw Super Late Model Series. One of these pro drivers out here. Looks like he's already having a very good evening. Obviously starting up front in his heat race. That's exactly what he needs. Make sure he makes himself into this feature event tonight. Pace car is off. Evan C. gets on the gas. Big, big jump by Evan C. Pulls away from Dylan Fox. Fox going to follow him. Hopkins going to be right there on the bottom of the racetrack. Hopkins going to try to go for second. Don't count out J.D. Brown. J.D. Brown back here in the fourth spot in the number 14 entry. Still trying to close in up on these guys. Try to make it a three-way battle for second as Evan C. still pulling away. Back in the back, Colton Zimmer still trying to catch up and try to get something going. Tucker Elkins back there in the 87 machine still trying to get himself going. Hopkins under a lot of fire right now for that third spot. J.D. Brown, I said it a minute ago, watch out for Brown. Brown looks like he's really wanting to go ahead and solidify it, not have to worry about trying to get through the B main. Trying to make sure he can transfer himself straight in, have no problems. Brown still trying to make that look to the inside. Hopkins up top. C and Fox starting to pull away. You see a lot of great battling on your screen. Brandon Schatz back here with Colton Zimmer. Peyton White trying to make a look. Actually, 3 wide back in the back. Robbie Buchanan Jr. trying to see if he can sneak his nose up in there. Right below Peyton White now. Brandon Schatz back here trying to see if he can keep that top lane working. All of this battling going on, and J.D. Brown is still hovering around Drew Hopkins trying to get this third spot. He knows what that is all about, to go ahead and just get himself straight into that A feature, not have to worry about, like I said, going to that B main. You don't want to have to go to it if you don't have to. And there's 2 guys right now prime position to go, and that's Evan C. and Dylan Fox, but Hopkins is threatening right now. Hopkins up top, Brown down low. Big battle as they come to the white flag. Hopkins still up top, Brown down on the bottom. Brown trying to make it work right up against the wall. Brown will get a little bit of a run right here. We'll see if he's able to pull the slide job. He will slide up. Hopkins going to try to slide it right back below him, but it's not going to be enough. J.D. Brown will actually get the final transfer spot and lock himself straight into the A main feature tonight for the Ultimate Dirt TV 50 here at Volusia Speedway. Wow, what a race right there for heat number 3. Big deal right there. That was awesome to see that right there. Evan C., you see he won it. Wow, big deal right there. That was awesome right there. Awesome race. I know everybody at home was watching that right there. They were like me. I was on the edge of my seat as well watching this. This was, wow, what a race right there. Heat number 3. I can honestly say that right there, just that battle alone for that third spot, I would say, my personal opinion, was the best race that I've seen all night so far. But we still got a lot of racing to go. Heat number 4, a lot of drivers in the field know about this guy right here, Logan Rumsey. One of those guys that, one of the pros as well, will be in that, in the Pro Series and the Butt Kicker World Outlaw Super Late Model Series. That's Logan Rumsey. Dylan Wilson's going to be on the outside of him. Brett Cottle going to be right behind Rumsey with Chase Hardy. Going to be in that 4th spot. We're going to see what happens right here. Green flag fixing to come out. Pace car is off. Rumsey on the gas. Slams on the throttle. See all the dirt flying up already. That's what we love here at Ultimate Dirt Television. Rumsey, all of them throttling it up, getting on the gas. Dylan Wilson not trying to let Rumsey get away. And we do have a caution on the speedway. Caution is on the speedway. Looks like that was Chase Hardy. The number 99 entry. He's going to pull it down into the pits. We're going to see what happened to Mr. Hardy right here. Hardy was actually battling up front right here with Rumsey and all these guys. Wow, just, I mean, very unfortunate to see that from Mr. Hardy. I mean, all the way down to the bottom, 3 wide at Volusia. One guy on the bottom jumped straight up to the middle. Middle guy jumped straight up to Chase Hardy, and Hardy straight into the fence. Looks like the right front suspension broken on that race car, but he will get another shot later on in the B mains. We'll see how he will be able to stack up for that tonight. Top 3, as I said, in each heat, 10 laps apiece. Top 3 will go to the feature event. And depending on how many that we will have in the B mains, if there is 2 of them, we will have the top 3. If there's 3 B mains, we'll have the top 2. That's how that will stack up later on this evening. I want to talk about Tri-City Speed. They are sponsoring the Rookie of the Year for this season. Also want to talk about dirtfan.com. Check them out at dirtfan.com. We're actually streaming there as well, so all our dirt fans over there, throw your hands up. I'm sure we can see you from wherever we are in the virtual world, waving at you. Good to see you. Good to see a big crowd watching our competition tonight, and also obviously Ultimate Dirt TV as we are streaming. We are live in prime time. Logan Rumsey getting on the gas. Wilson trying to get right behind him, maybe try to be able to see if he can sneak by him. And some of these guys still battling for these spots. I mean, granted, it wouldn't seem like too much for just a heat win. I mean, obviously you want to just be able to make it to that feature, but if you win this heat right here, you're going to be automatically going to start 4th in the feature, and that's exactly what you want, especially if you're Logan Rumsey. And Rumsey apparently has heard me say that, as he is now starting to pull away from Dylan Wilson. Right behind Dylan Wilson, Brett Cottle trying to make his presence felt, sitting 3rd right now. Trevor Fitz back here has got a lot of guys behind him. That's Nick Baum back here trying to see if he can work the top. Then we got the 09 trying to see if he can get something going. A lot of action going on back here. Top 3 guys look like they kind of stretched it on the field. But Trevor Fitz has got a rear view mirror full of the rest of the pack, and everybody trying to get around Fitz. Fitz going to work the top right here. Looks like Baum will go to the bottom. That's the 28 and the 02. Fitz still up top. A lot of great racing going on. Tyson Ukulele back there in the back 74 machine, trying to run the bottom as well, but still up front, Logan Rumsey, Dylan Wilson. Rumsey, as I said a minute ago, wow, we talked about it a second ago, where you're going to start at, where you're going to finish at in this heat. And Rumsey, I swear, he must have had me in his ear when he said that, because Wilson was right behind him before the caution come out. And now Rumsey has seriously checked out. Big time check out. Wow, Rumsey already fixing to get ready to take the white flag right here. Wilson back here trying to see if he can hold on to 2nd. Cottle right in his tire tracks. He's going to be in 3rd. Big battle back around the 4th, 5th, and 6th spots as we have took in the white flag. Rumsey will take this one with ease. Wilson will take 2nd. And Brett Cottle will take the 3rd spot. Everybody else coming across the line. Looks like that's going to be Fitz, Tomasi, Graham, Ukulele, Baum, Barnhart, Cam Harris. Some of those guys that's going to be having to go to the B main. Now we're going to see some of these other guys. Here's heat number 5, and obviously, where you finish at in this, obviously, if you finish 1st, you will be in 5th spot coming to the feature. So a lot on the line right here. Just granted, you just want to be able to make it to the feature, but still you want to be able to get a good starting spot and not have to be crammed back there in the back. A lot of great drivers in this field tonight. I also want to mention Studio 10 Wraps. They're actually giving out a prize to the best looking car out here on the field, and I will go ahead and say this: they got a tough vote, because there is a lot of good looking race cars out here at Volusia Speedway with the World of Thunder Esports League. A lot of great looking race cars out here, as you see them right here, getting ready to take this pace lap. Pace car will pull off. Kendall Tucker, one of those guys, he is a previous champion here in the World of Thunder Esports League, or WOTEL. Pace car is off. Kendall Tucker on the gas. Slams down on the gas, if you will. Lincoln Martin's going to be right behind him. Actually in a 3-wide battle right now. Jeremy Steele. Looks like that's Toter going to be right smack dab in the middle. Martin trying to get going on the top, trying to get that top lane to work and try to get away from some of these guys and secure himself into the feature. But he's got a lot of company right behind him with Toter. And looks like it's Durgan back here. Matthew Selby, another driver. Some guys that have probably raced on the PlayStation side know this guy right here. He was real big in the NASCAR Heat side, racing on that dirt and the dirt late models that is on that game. Selby, one of those big time racers from over there, and has took his talents to iRacing, and he has made it actually very much work. One of the best on the sim. He's still got a little bit of work to do if he wants to try to clinch himself straight into this feature. Martin still in that second spot. Tucker up front. Battle is on for third with Durgan and Toter back here battling out for third. Durgan gets it for a second. Looks like Toter's going to go to the bottom, and he better watch himself. I just talked about him, Matthew Selsby, which actually we have referred to him as Bulldog on the PlayStation side, trying to make it up here and try to go ahead and lock himself into the feature. Bulldog trying to bulldog it through the field. Durgan still in that third spot. Kendall Tucker up front. Lincoln Martin still in that second spot. Durgan trying to run the bottom, get something going down there. And remember, all these guys are able to watch these heat races. Even though they are not racing, they can watch these heat races and see where these guys are getting their lines at, see where some guys are getting runs. And there's a lot of competitors that are definitely watching this one right here, and they're definitely watching Kendall Tucker put on a show right now. Big battle right now for second. Durgan, Martin, and Toter trying to sneak up into this bad boy. May have something to say. Durgan and Martin might be in some serious trouble, but it's not going to be enough unless he can get to him. Inside. Toter down to the bottom is going to slide it straight up across Martin's bumper. Tucker will get it. Durgan will be second. And wow, a last lap pass once again. Wow. Big deal right there. Toter will make it. And looks like we're going to have 3 B mains right here, guys. So all of our heat races are done. That was the 5 heat races for this evening. Fixing to go into that B main number 1. We're going to see what we get and see some of these guys that going to try to get something going. Trevor Fitz, one of them. Matthew Selby is going to be back there starting around in the 4th spot. Front row man's going to be Desmond Busby, the number 13 entry. Chase Barber going to be right behind him. Howard Weaver going to be on the outside of row number 3 to his inside. Colton Zimmer, the number 20 entry. Scout Nuff had a very good run in his heat race. Really thought he was going to be one of them that was going to transfer on. Looked like he got into the inside wall just a little bit. It's going to kind of hurt him right here as he's going to be in his B main. And remember, as I'm seeing right here, we got 3 B mains. As it's showing right now, it shows that there's going to be 3 transferred. At least that's what it's saying in the iRacing simulators. So we're going to go with the 3 that's going to transfer. So top 3 in this feature, 12 laps in this B main. Or excuse me, this is the D main, excuse me. We're going to see how this shakes out right here. Pace car going to give them one more lap on the speedway. Going to see who all gets to slide theirself in right here. As I said, Desmond Busby, the man on the front row. Trevor Fitz, another one of those guys as well. Matthew Selby and some of these other guys that's going to be back here around in the back of the field. Some of these guys barely, I mean, almost made the feature, but was not able to make it. Some of them off of a last lap, last turn pass, but we are under green once again here at Volusia. Desmond Busby going to get a huge jump right here on the bottom of the racetrack, and we do have a caution on the speedway very, very early right here. Going to see exactly what happened here. A lot of stacking up right here going into turn number 3. A little bit of contact right at the start. It looked like it was one that was down on the bottom, kind of got into the number 22 entry. That's Jeremy Steele, the one that they got into, slid right up the racetrack. And then from there on, it was a parking lot for everybody else that was behind them. 17 entry of Ian Logan. He's going to be sitting on pit road right now. And you hate to see that, honestly. I mean, you know, with some of these guys trying to make forward progress in these heat races, you hate to see it, especially right here on the first lap of competition right here. And but right now, the man that has all the help that he can get, and he does not mind one bit if everybody just cleans each other out, that's Desmond Busby. Up front, number 13 entry. Trevor Fitt's going to be right behind him. Chase Barbara and Matthew Selsby and Colton Zimmer. That's going to be your top 5. Green flag back in the air. Desmond Busby gets a huge jump. Literally gaps the field by almost 2 or 3 car lengths. Busby going to start trying to rip that top. Try to get it going. Now he's going to run the middle. Try to get something going in that middle lane. Trevor Fitt's back here with Chase Barbara. Zimmer side by side with Selby for the 4th spot. Selby trying to see if he can slide his way back up through here. Actually, he's going to stick it 3 wide. Barbara up top. Zimmer down on the bottom and Selby right smack dab in the middle. That's some crazy racing, especially on dirt. Zimmer actually gets into the inside wall, trying to keep it off of Selby. So Zimmer will slide back just a little bit. Not much, but just a little bit. And Selby still trying to get into this top 3. A lot of great racing going on back in the round the, looks like it's around the 7th spot. That's where we find Scout Nuff and Tyson Ukulele. I believe that's, if I'm pronouncing that name wrong, I do apologize. In the 74 entry. He's getting a little bit of a battle from Jeremy Steele back here. Steele, one of those guys that was involved in that caution. As we got a battle up front for the transfer spot. Selby trying to see if he can catch us off guard and catch Chase Barbara off guard, trying to go for 3rd. Zimmer gonna sneak it in here on the bottom. Once again, 3 wide battle for the transfer spot. Wow, and these laps are just clicking away very, very fast. Barbara still trying to run the top. Selby, running in the middle lane. He's been really trying to make that middle lane work. He better get it going pretty quick. We got about 3 laps to go, or he's going to be in a world of hurt. Trying to see if he can see if he can clear it now. Now he went from the middle down to the bottom, trying to get around Zimmer. Barbara still in that 3rd spot. Trevor Fitz going to be in that 2nd spot. Now Chase Barbara going to try to see if he can sneak it down to the inside. Busby, we're not even talking about him. He has completely checked out from this field. 2 laps to go here at Volusia Speedway Park. Who is going to transfer themselves on? Zimmer down on the bottom, side by side with Barbara. Selby back here just trying to hang on for dear life and see what he can get. But the battle is on once again. Barbara, Zimmer down on the bottom, going to try to see if he can pull the slide job. He will get into his door. And it looks like by the timing and scoring, Zimmer got Barbara at the line, barely got him at the line. So Zimmer will get Transferred on. Wow. I'm telling you, folks, these guys right here doing some crazy, crazy racing. And you can see how bad they want to be able to get into this bad boy and get into this feature tonight.